UFC Abu Dhabi is absolutely stacked. These are my picks for the entire card. Starting off with Boudet versus Buchecha. I think Buchecha's going to win. He's a wrestler. He's an older prospect, but still making his debut. Boudet's looked pretty bad in his last couple fights, so I'm taking Buchecha. Gwyn versus Yaya. Yaya hasn't really looked good in the UFC. They're keeping him on the roster for these Middle Eastern cards, and Gwyn's like a decent prospect coming up. I think Gwyn wins pretty easily. Aslan versus Alicana. Aslan's on this big KO streak. He's just a dominant prospect coming up. I think he's going to be too much for Alicana. I think Aslan wins by KO. Ribas versus Ricci. There's about 18 strawweights that are Brazilian, and they all just keep fighting each other, so they're basically like regions. I do think Tabarici's going to get it done, most likely by decision. Damon Blackshear versus Davy Grant. I think Blackshear's one of the most underrated fighters at bantamweight. He's put on some decent win streaks, and I think he's going to easily roll over Grant. Muslim Salikov versus Carlos Leal. I think Salikov's way too old. He has some crazy spinning kicks in him, but Leal actually has looked good in his last couple fights. I think Leal's going to dominate. One of the most anticipated fights, Bryce Mitchell versus Said Nurmagomedov. I think Said Nurmagomedov's going to be too much. Bryce Mitchell's obviously moving down from 145 to 135, so we don't know how that weight cut's going to affect him. But Said fought Vinicius Oliveira in his last fight to a decision, and we saw how good Vinicius Oliveira is. I think Said's going to have equal wrestling. I think he's going to be better on the feet, so I got Said probably by decision.